Hello and welcome back again to another episode of Dragon Age. We are playing the Dwarf Noble Origin and we just ended in prison because our brother Balin set us up. And we totally did not see that one coming. But obviously we have a bunch of foreknowledge from the main game, and we have the knowledge from the Tale of Orzammar prologue. So now we are going to talk to our friend Gorham and see what's going to happen to us.
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you?
I'm fine, Gorham. You?
I could be better. I have bad news, though. The Assembly isn't going to call for you. Balin has taken Trian's place in the Assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He had fully half the Assembly ready to vote on something completely against tradition and justice. He must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years.
Yeah, he really planned this one out well. Yeah, I think he actually thinks he deserves this punishment for failing to see this, so I deserve whatever punishment they decide.
The Assembly has already sentenced both of us.
Tell me.
I am to be exiled to the surface, but you are to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you are overwhelmed and killed.
What does my father say about this?
Lord Harrowmont says the king is taken ill. He couldn't bear losing two of his children at once. Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan.
The Grey Wardens would take in an exile, a murderer?
The Grey Wardens don't care about a person's past. They recruit for daring, intelligence, and martial power. If you can find them, I'm sure you can join them and escape the deep roads.
So, only Darkspawn between me and freedom,
Balin underestimated you, much as we underestimated him. I begged to go with you and fight at your side, but Balin's pet nobles wouldn't hear of it.
Yeah, you're safer going to the surface. So, now we know how he got exiled and why he ended up selling swords in the marketplace of Denerim. Even his own sword.
I would give up all the safety in the world to go down this dark path with you. Our time is up. May the Paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up.
The same to you, my friend.
I will always be your man, my Lord Idukan.
They are ready for you now.
Meeting Gorham again in Denerim.
There is the prisoner,
suddenly...
Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out?
Yeah, Balin will destroy you just as he did me.
I understand your anger. You should have been allowed to defend yourself. Had I the power to stop this, I would have. Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do this. For your father's sake.
I didn't kill Trian.
I believe you. That means Balin planned this from the start. Believe me, I will spend the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by his deeds. Your father asked me to give these to you. This sword and shield are of fine dwarven make. Strike a blow at our enemies.
I would rather have a two-handed weapon, to be honest. Yeah, tell my father I went to a warrior's death.
I will. Open the doors and let the condemned walk through. May the stone accept you when you fall.
there we go. Yeah, do I have another weapon? Also, apparently, the game automatically put the battle dress of the provocateur on me. That is kind of funny. Instead of the tattered clothes, apparently. Yeah, sure. Let's keep the armor. This is a longsword. I do not have a two-handed, so yeah, I just have to hope that I'm going to find one. But what I was just about to say before the cutscene began, meeting Gorham again in the Denerim market certainly has a whole different meaning when you played as the Dwarf Noble. Where do I need to go? Okay. Let's hope there aren't too many enemies around. Oh, hang on a second. Let me check this corpse. Oh, a great sword. Amazing. I need that. I need the great sword. Yeah, that is much better. Okay, now I'm ready to fight you. And there we go. No, no. And dead. Oh dear. Okay, so I just have to fight my way through here and find the Grey Wardens, right? Okay, we can do that. We can do this. And that one's dead. And the next. Also, they even took all my health potions. They really, really want me to die, right? Okay, maybe we can find some health potions. I see a chest over there, but
I shall do it.
oh, gloves. I don't have any gloves. Okay, maybe I can find some shoes as well. Yeah, that's where I came from. But wait, can I get the chest? Yes, I can get to the chest. Well, I can probably not open the chest, but I can pick up whatever is here. A bow! Seriously? Oh well. Let's continue. A corpse. I see some deep stalkers. Okay, let's do this. I can deal with deep stalkers. I'm dead. Let's have a look at the skeleton. I don't need a shield either. Avoid the webs. And a spider, of course. No, no. That's why I hate spiders. Let me go. Come on, let me go. Let me go.
As you say.
Thank you. That's better.
I shall do it.
Why are all these corpses and skeletons only have bows? I would rather find some shoes for me.
Shall be done.
Dead.
It has begun.
And more Genlock. At least they apparently decided to attack me one by one and not all at once. Right.
I shall do it.
And health pot, that is good. Superior Dwarven Guard Armor. Yeah, let's put on the Dwarven Armor. It's just more dwarvy. Even though, obviously, Liliana's dress is a lot better. Yeah, let's have a look at this place first. I see more dead dwarves and more deep stalkers. Okay. Yeah, let's take care of the leader first. Alright, the leader is dead. We can deal with the rest. And now this one. And this one. Yeah, the two-handed attacks, they are kind of slow, but they're really, really powerful. Alright. Oh, boots. Boots. Yeah, I feel much better now. Now that I'm fully dressed again. Alright, but this is a dead end, so let's check the other way. Okay, this goes back to the main road. Maybe we have a safe. Alright, so this is... Oh! I found them! I found them!
By the Maker, it's a dwarf.
Lord Idukan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops?
I'm Lord Idukan no longer, I'm afraid.
Ah, you have been made to walk the deep roads, then.
You mean you were exiled? What happened?
I do not think matters of dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend.
Thank you.
It is not the way of this order to pass judgments on the pasts of others. You have already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Idukan. I've been searching for those with your level of ability. Your exploits in the Deep Road set you apart. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order.
I would be honored.
Then welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Kaelan. Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner.
Okay, so this is actually the end. And we're going to travel to Ostagar now, I assume.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands
Yes.
to the ruin of Ostagar.
And as
on the
usual, I
edges
will
of the
skip this part.
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I'm Harry, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar.
Yeah, leaving Orzammar wasn't my idea, really.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime.
If Your Majesty wishes.
I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the Blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
I'm his son, and he was fine when I saw him last.
Well, it seems your story may be even more interesting than I suspected. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings
Okay, that
and
is the
reminds
same
you
again,
that
so let's
Redcliffe...
just skip this.
Eamon just wants in on the... I'm not... I must...
What the king said is true. They've won several battles. Yes, we should... Until then,
And here we go. Achievement unlocked. Kinslayer. Okay, this ended a bit quicker than I expected, but I think it should be enough for one episode. It would be very long if I attached it to the previous episode, so the Dwarf Noble Origin will be 3 episodes, I guess. But yeah, I am intrigued by this story because I think returning to Orzammar now will really change things, because you are no longer a neutral party that has to decide who's going to be the next king, but you are actually a former prince, and your brother was the one who betrayed you. So I really wonder how that will work out, because, I mean, when I was there as Skadi, both parties wanted her to take their side in the assembly to help Balin or Haremont become king. And it's kind of hard to imagine that Balin would ask his disgraced brother to you know, help him with that. So either he has to do it out of necessity, or maybe he doesn't know it's his brother, but I mean, surely people would recognize him when he returns to Orzammar, right? So yeah, I wonder how that works out. But I find it very hard to believe that he would help Balin to get to the throne, even if I hadn't made him such a traditional and conservative person to begin with. But I think he would definitely side with Haremont. Other than that, I see him more of a person who would, you know, make decisions similar to the ones that Skadi did. So mostly, you know, doing the honorable thing, helping people, try not to kill unnecessarily, at least when it comes to the major decisions. I'm not sure in terms of romance. I guess I might try to pair him up with Morrigan, just, you know, to have a very odd couple. You know, the dutiful, dignified dwarf and the snarky witch. That would make a funny couple, I believe. Also, I've seen in a Dragon Age Keep that there is the option to have a human baby with Morrigan. And I assume in order to do that you need to have a romance with her and not take the ritual. Because if you do the ritual you have an old god baby. And I think he would probably someone who would not take the ritual because it doesn't seem honorable, because he wants to do his Grey Warden duty and he wants to die killing the Archdemon. So, I think I would have him romance Morrigan, and then maybe he's going to have a human baby with her. That would be interesting. Or, well, a human dwarven baby, I assume. I don't actually know how a human dwarf baby would look like. That would be an interesting thing. Plus, I think I would have had all the different romances covered then, because I had my male elf, Asan. I mean, I could imagine Asan romancing Morrigan, but in that case I would probably pair him up with Devran and put my dwarf with Morrigan. And I mean, Iduna I would pair up with Liliana, and the city elf, Maya, probably Alistair again. Alistair or maybe Zevran. One of them. But yeah, so this is the second last origin story, and tomorrow we will start the final origin story, which will be the dwarf commoner. She's going to be a female again, so I had a male dwarf and a female dwarf, and I have some plans about her character as well, so I hope you're going to be back for the next episode tomorrow, and see you then.